First of all, thank you so very much for sparing time today for this interaction.
Yeah.
I was really excited to meet you and understand more about your journey. And I hope that so other people to know about you, your journey, and your
Thank you.
experiences.
Thank you for inviting
So
me.
thank you so very much
Yeah.
for the opportunity.
Yeah.
So I was just going through a little bit about you.
Hmm.
The journey started from Karachi to Dubai
Yeah.
and so on, and in such a young age. So I would really be pleased if you let me know that in such a young age, how did you start? From a textile business to
Actually,
real estate.
yeah, the journey started in 2005.
Hmm.
I graduated college 2004.
Hmm.
I went back to Pakistan
Hmm.
for textiles.
Hmm.
Came back to Dubai for textiles because my dad had a business here,
Hmm.
and then got into real estate in 2000, early 2006. And
Amazing.
since then, I've been only into property investments, development,
Absolutely.
in Dubai. And for some time, we were also in the UK
Uh-huh.
during, the after the financial crash of 2008.
After 2008.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
we moved some of the property development business to the UK.
Okay.
And now we're in Pakistan.
Right.
And yeah, so the journey
Think about
continues.
direct.ae as a concept, as a PropTech platform. Any word on that from
Well,
your
what
side?
I've been, discussing with you and what I've
Hmm.
researched,
Hmm.
I think it's a good time for you guys to come into the UAE market.
Thank
But
you.
at the same time, like you said, you're exploring other regions, other
Hmm.
countries
Hmm.
to go into, which is very good.
Right.
You need the mass market, you
Absolutely.
need the volume, you need the numbers
Yes.
to make sense.
Absolutely.
And you're here at a good time.
Thank
You
you.
fantastically, I think you've done well.
Thank you.
And I wish you well. But
Thank you.
I would at the same time say that you need to penetrate into other countries too. So
Absolutely.
Dubai has experienced many things for the first time, you know, and uh, COVID, okay, it was first time for the whole world, but many countries have gone through wars,
Absolutely.
and they have seen world wars. So they came out of that, and then all destroyed, and they have to rebuild,
Mhm.
you know. But Dubai for COVID, I would say, I was here. Um, People thought that this is it,
Hmm.
you know. A lot of
Yes.
people not invested in Dubai. They're like, this is it. I used to get a lot of calls.
Yes.
Now you'll see, now there is coronavirus, and now Dubai, being a smaller country
Yeah.
compared to, Europe and, the
Even
America and,
India,
India,
Asian countries
yeah.
anywhere. Absolutely.
So other countries in the Middle East like
Yes.
Iraq and,
Yes.
Saudi. So it 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 came out beautifully. It came
Oh
out
yes.
stronger.
Absolutely.
And the prices in COVID, you can't really compare today's prices to COVID. We were in a force majeure situation.
Correct.
You know, and now at that time it was depressed pricing.
Yes.
So it's gradually gone up. I wouldn't say that it's gone up too high.
Right.
Still, compared to other countries, the living you get in Dubai, the quality of living, security, investments,
Indeed.
economy, the
Indeed.
numbers are great, job numbers are great.
Yes.
Number of companies being coming in,
Yes.
formation of companies. If you
Absolutely.
look at the economic development website,
Yes.
numbers are continuously going up gradually.
Yes.
And the target population for 2030 vision of Sheikh Mohammed,
Hmm.
and the infrastructure development.
Oh yes.
You can't beat that. Which country has done that in
Absolutely.
one generation?
True.
You know,
Yes.
I mean, you're talking like Elon Musk, doing one generation, guys, you know, the best internet space thing he's doing,
Hmm.
the everything, what he's done in one generation, no
Correct.
individual has done.
Correct.
Same with UAE.
Same category.
Yeah, I mean, you
Absolutely.
see people get mesmerized when they come here, look at the skyscrapers and
Indeed.
things to do.
Which is why if you see the I was going through a report on hospitality sector of Dubai. The average occupancy has crossed almost about 79% here,
Yeah, yeah,
which
that's
is
true.
very promising.
That is in 2006. It was called Rijas Investments.
Okay.
So we used to bridge capital,
Hmm.
go to developers, underwrite their projects.
Uh-huh.
That's how we got into First Gulf Bank. Then there were many other different developers here we would work with.
Sure.
And till 2008 and 9, we did that.
Hmm.
Then 9 was not very good,
Yes.
because, but
Because
they
of
were
the political.
business.
Right.
there was business in 9, 10, 11.
Right.
It needs one businessman to find the business, in the city.
True.
So if you really look for it, you do get, even in downside when people want to sell
Hmm.
and they just want to sell and run away,
Hmm.
there is an opportunity.
Yes, indeed.
Like I say, every calamity is an opportunity.
Indeed.
So we have been going with the rise and fall of Dubai.
You have seen
Yeah.
everything everywhere.
15 we started development,
15.
like solely we would develop the projects,
Sure.
and we've done a few projects here. Now a few are under the launch process, few are under construction,
So what's
and
the status right now? So how many projects are in the pipeline now? How many have we
we
delivered?
are targeting at around, we're in 25. From 24 to 25, we're targeting 1.2 million square foot
Sure.
to be built,
Uh-huh.
of which some are near to completion
Okay.
and some have already started. So there are
Wonderful.
different areas
Sure.
like Jumeirah Village Circle,
Yes.
Majan,
Hmm.
which is next to Barari.
Yes.
We got International City.
Hmm.
We got two beautiful projects coming up in the Dubai Islands.
Nice.
One will be a branded hotel apartment.
Okay.
We're doing a branded hotel in Jumeirah Village Circle, which is closer to completion. Very soon it'll be completed. We got
Absolutely.
about 267 suites there with a
Sweet
lot
there.
of
Sure.
amenities and commercial spaces. It's going to be a
Sure.
five-star hotel
Sure.
run by Dusit
Yes.
International, which
Yes.
is a big operator
Absolutely.
globally for more than 300 hotels,
Yes.
and they own most of them by themselves. So it was very hard to get their name
I'm sure I was
because,
about to ask that,
yeah,
getting Ducit with you
yeah, it's a
wouldn't have been
privately owned
easy.
company.
Hmm.
There's some billionaires in Thailand, so it belongs to one of the royal family,
Hmm.
one of the royalties in
Hmm.
Thailand, and they don't usually go out and give their name out or franchise it out.
Exactly.
We got a few only in UAE.
Hmm.
I think we got three in UAE,
Hmm.
two in Dubai, and one in Abu Dhabi.
Right.
So we're the fourth one, and
Right.
it took a lot of effort, a lot of bank guarantees and financials
Absolutely.
to be proven before we could take their name.
Correct.
It's not. I'm sure there are many other brands in the world, but it was one of the hardest, I think, to approach and put their name on it.
So basically, since Ducit has done the entire due diligence about Mr. Kashif Shahzad, so investors really don't have to think beyond that now.
Yeah, but yeah, it's been good overall.
Yes, amazing. So we really, uh, see that how you have built this organization and your future prospects, etc. And I think you're going to add to a lot of GDP of Dubai,
Yeah.
Dubai's real estate,
Well,
the way you are
everyone is
progressing.
adding. I see a lot of developers coming in,
Yes,
which is good.
right.
Competition is always healthy,
Hmm.
and because people see opportunity, you
Absolutely
know, and people go where the opportunity is,
correct.
you know.
So you still recommend people to, especially other countries developers also to come to Dubai and start the business? Is it a good time for them
Yeah,
to
it
start?
is. It is excellent time. It is good
Nice.
time. They should do their own research and try to find a niche market.
Hmm.
I would say,
Hmm.
don't just follow everyone. I was one of the first earlier ones to start a hotel project,
Hmm.
in Dubai compared to the private developers here,
Hmm.
other than the Mac or somebody,
No.
Uh, and a lot of people told me that is one of the hardest thing to sell because you're selling something where people can't live,
Hmm.
and you're promising a revenue return, which might happen, might not happen.
Not
Then I
happening.
went through COVID,
Yes.
and a lot of people called me. They're like, "See, we told you, we were right." COVID. I mean, you see the hotel in COVID, all the hotels were at what, 10, 20% occupancy.
Absolutely.
Also, those people were just stuck in,
Yes.
here, so they had to be in the hotels.
Correct.
So we've come out stronger,
Yes.
and we believed in it. We've achieved it, and we're going into more branded projects now.
Nice.
And recently, we launched in Majan
Right.
a few projects,
Right.
and one of them is branded. It's
Perfect.
doing very well.
Nice.
Dubai Islands would be branded.
So
So
basically, these projects will be done by you, managed by Ducit or another hospitality chain,
yes, yes.
and then the investors will get a firm ROI.
Well, there's different projects. The one we're doing in JBC is purely a hotel
Okay.
project where we do have branded residences, but we got a small quota. for
Sure.
people to live in, because we don't want everybody to be just buying and living
Right.
in a hotel,
Right.
because that doesn't really make sense to then operate a hotel.
Hmm.
You're operating it for the investors who have actually bought into it.
Hmm.
A hotel concept is, run by every night.
Absolutely.
The room revenue, the F&B revenue, the commercial revenue, that's what you need to target when you're
Correct.
operating a hotel.
Correct.
So you're not really there to be servicing only the
The
investors,
residents,
right?
investors,
But a
absolutely.
lot of people, Dubai model is a lot of people want to live in good
In hotel
projects,
residencies,
right?
yes.
So we had to come out with a small scheme of quota, small quota for people who are buying to live in it.
Hmm.
But then they have different terms and conditions, they have to
Absolutely.
abide by,
Absolutely.
for the investors to make sense to
Yes.
buy into it and not live there.
Right.
Because, why would they not want to live there, if they're in Dubai,
Correct.
right? So
Everything is
we
taken
had
care
to
of.
keep it a bit different, but not all the projects are going to be branded
Okay.
or operated by Dusit.
Okay.
So we're looking at different operators,
Wonderful.
for the Dubai Island Hotel.
Hmm.
And for Majan, it's just going to be branded projects, not
Sure.
operated or serviced.
Okay.
So it's up to us which operator we want to opt for.
Wonderful. You are setting a new trend. Paddle
We're
to other
trying,
campus.
we're trying
Yeah.
not to just keep on launching more and more residential.
Correct.
You
But
know,
deliver also. That's
yeah,
very
deliver
important.
also. Construction is the
Absolutely.
main focus of our company. We got a whole department looking after the construction of all the projects going on.
Very nice.
And I hope that with a good market, we can also be a good developer and deliver on time.
Certainly.
Yes, there are hurdles everywhere, and it could come from anywhere. It could be the
Correct.
contractor, could be us, could be the investors, could be
Yes.
anybody. Could be
Absolutely.
the market. But right now, everything is good.
No, I'm sure you have
Yeah,
such a great experience and
yeah,
connect, network, everything in
yeah.
UAE and abroad. You are going to be unstoppable.
Thank you,
Wonderful. So thank you so very much
thank you.
for this time and discussion today. RERA and Dubai Land Department has changed the entire paperwork, the process of doing transactions. That's also I personally feel is the best.
Yeah, they've done very well. It's not that they are very strict. I don't think so at all.
Correct.
But they're very regularized,
Yes.
and they're on both sides of the platform.
Yes.
Either if somebody's building, they support him
Hmm.
in different ways, and
Yeah.
they at the same time they support the capital of the investors
Correct.
by having a strict regulation of escrow accounts in place, and
Absolutely.
bank guarantees to be
Yes.
in place from the developer side before they
Yes.
launch new projects. And
Exactly.
that security, sense of security, money wise, it really attracts good capital.
Yes.
you know
Yes.
and I see some good capital coming in into UAE. You could have money come in, but you need good money coming in.
Absolutely. How did
you know
you just got attracted towards real estate development business?
I mean, at the time I came in to Dubai, I remember that a lot of my friends, family, that's all they talked about, because I
Hmm.
think at that time Dubai was the GDP, and of Dubai and UAE at that time was mostly related to property.
Yes.
It was the fastest growing sector in the economy,
Yes.
and it always had enticed me.
Right.
Even when I was in college in America,
Hmm.
I would go around, look at properties for investment, how to renovate them, flip them.
Aha.
So I've been doing this like for a very long time,
Absolutely. From a young
and
age.
I kind of just got into the Dubai market, and I think it was one of the best decisions.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Indeed.
great place to live.
Absolutely.
So now
Indeed.
I'm here with my family.
Okay.
Two kids, two boys. So it's all good. It's all nice. Yeah.
So basically, you got experience of understanding real estate starting from some part in US, UK, and Dubai,
And Pakistan. Yeah.
and Pakistan as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, what are few best things about Dubai that you found compared to doing businesses in other countries?
It's liquidity, the most
Hmm.
important factor. See, markets, they move on two things: confidence and liquidity.
Yes.
So definitely the confidence is here,
Absolutely.
of the region.
Yes.
They call it the Switzerland of the Middle East.
Yes.
Now I see a lot of people from India,
Hmm.
from Pakistan, from UK.
Yes.
Some of the famous celebrities are moving back here.
Absolutely.
I was reading this morning the captain of the England cricket team.
Hmm.
He got some attacks on his house in the UK too
Oh,
recently, and he's decided to move to Dubai. So
absolutely.
security is the main factor, I think, in Dubai,
Yes.
which a lot of people like,
Are getting attracted
right?
towards Dubai because
Because
of
you don't
that.
have that in most of the other
Most
countries.
of the
There
countries.
could be factors, external factors, which could affect the economy
Sure.
globally,
Sure.
not only UAE.
Absolutely.
The markets, are calling for a cut on the interest rates.
Hmm.
So, money would become cheaper.
Yes.
Money becoming cheaper is good and bad in a way. You know, we
Yeah.
have seen that in 2008.
It right.
So that's another topic to go into if you want to
Correct.
talk about in detail. But I think external factors are something, the Middle East crisis and all, where UAE needs to keep an eye on. But
Yes.
otherwise, so far, I think
It is
everything is
going
good.
very good.
Yeah, everything's good, and
Absolutely.
it's good. It's a good point, good time to come in.
Correct.
It's not at a very high price compared to London, New York.
Singapore,
You were talking
Hong
about
Kong,
Mumbai earlier,
Mumbai, Delhi,
you
even.
know. But even though I disagreed a little bit with that because of the security issues, but I think that it's still good. It's
Yes,
becoming a powerhouse.
absolutely.
It's turning out into a powerhouse.
Correct.
They're doing very well in terms of technology.
Yes.
You know, I heard they sent one of the best spaceships into the space just
Yes, the
yesterday or
satellite. They have
satellite, sorry,
absolutely,
yeah.
absolutely.
And compared to other countries, I mean, they're really developing really
Oh
fast.
yes.
You
Even
know,
the progress towards artificial intelligence,
yeah,
the
yeah.
complete department to take care of the development of AI, etc. No other country is actually so progressive the way Dubai is, just
And
building
how
this
they've
entire.
done, the whole crypto, Bitcoin thing,
Yes.
the
Yes.
blockchain thing, how they've invited and created an infrastructure for these kind of people to
Yes.
come and carry out their businesses from here.
Absolutely.
They were the first one in the world to do that.
Correct.
And, the sense of security they provide to people if they are going into blockchain,
Hmm.
that it is not something which is not there. It is an actual thing. Come
Yes.
experience it. They have
Absolutely.
these centers, small hubs where people can start their businesses. And
Correct.
I was reading yesterday they're making a crypto tower where
Yes. I
they're
read that
gonna
in the
have
news.
all these good companies come in and have their
Exactly.
offices, and
Imagine.
they would have warehouses, storage houses where you keep bullions, where you keep cash.
Correct.
So they're acting rapidly, fastly
Absolutely.
to
Absolutely.
grow, and good mind would come in.
You think about direct.ae as a concept, as a proptech platform. Any word on that from
Well,
your
what
side?
I've been discussing with you and what I've
Hmm.
researched,
Hmm.
I think it's a good time for you guys to come into the UAE market.
Thank
But
you.
at the same time, like you said, you're exploring other regions, other
Hmm.
countries
Hmm.
to go into, which is very good.
Right.
You need the mass market, you
Absolutely.
need the volume, you need the numbers
Yes.
to make sense.
Absolutely.
And you're here at a good time.
Thank
You
you.
fantastically, I think you've done well.
Thank you.
And I wish you well. But
Thank you.
I would at the same time say that you need to penetrate into other countries too.
Absolutely.